Hi, my name's Dave Webb from Venture Caravans, and I'm going to show you around this Redline Sport model. This particular version has been built on the VW T6.1 Transporter Highline model, so it has features such as the reversing sensors, front parking sensors, fog lights, heated front screen, adaptive cruise control, air conditioning, automatic lights and wipers, this alarm and immobiliser, so the list goes on. This particular model we've also had fitted with the soft close side door, so as you bring it in, if you're on a campsite, it just slowly brings it in for that last bit, so you don't have to slam the door. And it also has a reversing camera and the heated rear screen with wash wipe, and a front single captain's chair for the passenger, so that matches the driver's seat to allow flexibility for that seat to turn round and comfort whilst travelling. As you can see, it's been finished in this sort of green, sage green, for the bottom half, so that's been copied over onto the bottom of the mirror caps and the handles there as well, to give that sort of classic retro look that is very popular. Is a tailgate model, which seems to be the preference for campervan owners, although it really is a choice there. The benefit of a tailgate, as most people will say, is it gives you this sort of canopy to sort of be able to be underneath when packing and loading up or taking things out. The barn doors are better if you want to get easy access, so if you were parked against a wall here, it would be easy to open a barn door just a little way to get access to everything from the inside, rather than trying to open up a whole tailgate. This particular model's got the rib bed in, and one of the main advantages of the rib bed is that you've got the flexibility at the back and the space. So as you can see here, it makes a great parcel shelf, and you've got all this space underneath. You can also see we've got the table there fitted to the back. I'm just going to put the camera down a second so that I can lift this back bit of the bed up, so you can also see that you can create a higher space. So if you've got taller items you want to travel with, you can put this into the upright position, and then you've got the flexibility to put higher, taller items in the back here instead. The table here on the Redline is secured into the back here, but can travel in situ as well, because it has these bits that lock onto the table rail inside the camper van, and that gives you the flexibility to travel with it in situ. And then you can pull the leg down and it locks in position, and again, it's not just a flimsy leg, it's a nice solid substantial leg. This whole back plinth can be removed because it's on Velcro, so this whole piece here can be removed if you want to gain access to underneath the seat, but of course you do have access to it from the front. As you can see, it's got a strip along the bottom here that protects as you push things in and out, it protects the carpet, and you can see it's proper carpet down here, which is different to the side wall. We also fit the automotive fixings, so you've got like the standard VW fixings to attach the panels. Got long locker here. At the moment it's got the jack in it, but that's a good sized locker, so you can fit windbreaks in there, or your camping chairs if they fold up that way. And then this gives you access to the inside space, which is also accessible from this tambour door, and that's where your electrics control panel is. Again, it's a power supply unit made by Sargent, so it's good quality and well boxed in, and it charges your vehicle battery and your leisure battery whilst travelling. On this side you've got the mains inlet, and then you've got the water filler cap beside it, because it's got a 60-litre underslung water tank. On both sides of the camper van you've got opening windows, so you can open either one whilst travelling to get fresh air in the back, and obviously when you're on site as well. The roof tent is made by Cabanon. Cabanons are well established, have been going for over 60 years. Trailer tent manufacturer, so all things canvas, and you can see the quality in that. It's proper canvas, it's breathable, It zips all out on this model, so it's got the panoramic roof, so you can unzip this whole front section and drop that down. But it does have opening mesh on both sides, and then the big front window as well. Other points for the roof, you've got this spoiler that deflects the wind away from the roof. So as you can see, the roof there pulls down behind that spoiler, and then that deflects the wind whilst you're travelling. You've also got stainless steel high lift hinges, so no painted hinges that will chip. They're stainless steel, so they'll stay looking good for a long time. As we open the camper to the inside, you'll see that we've had it finished in leather. This is proper leather as well, and it's got a lovely stitch effect, and the leather is of a very good standard. And as you can see, some of the panels are perforated and some of them are not, to create a lovely look basically. Each one is also embossed in the headrests with the Redline R for finishing touches, and you've got the Redline R on the side of the seat too. Like I said, this is a captain swivel chair, so you can lift this up, slide it around, so you can have it facing forward or backwards, obviously, when you're on the campsite. We've had this finished in the gloss cream, heavy duty flooring, so it's not just going to mark with the dog's paw on it or something like that. A stone goes on it, it's not going to dent it. It's pretty resilient to most things. You've also got a step that's been replaced, so often you'll see steps that are screwed into position. This particular one isn't, because it's a deeper step to allow for the fitting of, obviously the floor raises when you put the wood floor in, and add the actual flooring itself. Inside here you've got the table rails that I mentioned, and again, they're not bouncy table rails, so they're just literally solid pieces that the table clip onto to hold it in position, and you can use it whilst travelling without feeling like it's just sort of bouncing up and down all the time. Got the Dometic fridge here, which works off the 12-volt battery. Down on the floor there you've got the outlet for the diesel heater, and the leisure battery is stored underneath the driver's seat. Nice little grill here, cupboard storage on one side and gas on the other, and it takes the camping gas bottles because they're readily available abroad. As you can see, you've got two little spotlights on the floor there, which just add to the effect, and then you've got a strip light right the way along the cupboards underneath the kitchen to give a nice downlight. All the edges of the cupboards are finished with an edge banding machine. So basically there's a machine that will actually apply these edges onto the cupboards, so it means they stay on for longer, so it's not push fit edging, and it's not iron on edging, so it looks better for longer, and you get lots of choices in colour. Obviously you've got your sink here for cold water supplied direct from the 60-litre underslung water tank, and then you've got your two gas burners. Over here we've got two main sockets, and then you've got your light switches, two USB points, and your diesel heater control at the top. Each cupboard is lined, so it's not like things can jump out because it's lined all the way around, so they're not going to slide backwards and forward whilst travelling. The rib bed has plenty of space underneath it in these two cupboards, and this one's designed that you can fit a porta potty and slide it straight underneath, and then you've got a smaller one just to the right of that. Again, you can obviously see the quality in the leather, and the rib bed folds out, so it gives you a flat bed on the other side and you're not sleeping on the leather. It also has the advantage of having the contours of the seat whilst travelling, headrests that move up and down, and on this model you've got the Isofix fittings for children's seats. You can see the quality in the fittings and everything else for the seat belts, so a far superior bed to a rock and roll bed. Like I've said, the cabin on roof comes with the mesh panels that you can unzip, or you can unzip to get to the mesh panels, and the same with the front window. And like I said, you've got the opening of the whole thing if you want to zip it down, to give you a completely open feel. They all use the YK zips, and everything is really neatly stitched. They're made in France, and they secure their canvas in Europe as well. You've got the memory foam mattress at the top here on this bed, just to give you a comfort level up there. But often people who aren't using it as a 4-berth and just need to use it as a 2-berth will often put a sheet on that one and then just drop the memory foam bed onto the top here and use it as a mattress topper. And of course, with the sheet on, it's ready to go rather than having to make it up. Got a little cupboard here with some paperwork in there. And then on this particular model, it's a 5-speed 110 brake horsepower. It's got all the steering wheel controls for answering phones, cruise control and things like that. The reversing camera appears on the screen when you engage reverse. And I think that pretty much shows you around the whole of the camper van. You've got these lights that literally you touch the metal edge and they turn on and off. I think that gives you a good overview of this model. I hope that's been a useful video, and thank you for watching.